Hey guys, this is the Man with the Hat, coming to you with a playthrough of a rather difficult game. This is Sunsoft's Batman for the NES, which was released as a tie-in for the 1989 Tim Burton movie. It uses some of the same plot points and set pieces, but they've been a bit distorted in the translation, and there are a bunch of characters ripped from the comics to add a bit of variety. I had originally planned on doing a playthrough for the Arkham Asylum thread, but I never really got around to it. When Dectalon started this thread, I joked online about making a video, and, well, he took me up on it. There are cutscenes like this in between every stage to give us a little guidance. That said, they're pretty nonsensical, and most of the actual explanation is in the manual. Luckily, I found a copy. Mayor Joker's first act in office was gassing the entire city. His approval rating has dipped somewhat. An intrepid reporter, rescued constantly by Superman. Oh no, wait. Recalls him as the murderer. Avenge his parents' death. Yeah, it's a Japanese game, alright. This is Stage 1, Gotham City. But before we get to work, I have something to show you. See, I typically do a little bit of research before I make an LP. And I discovered that there was another version of this game, one that was used to make promotional material. Even if gameplay is basically the same, the plot for the beta version is very different. In some ways, the beta is actually more loyal to the original movie, like DDID gas there. That's actually what it's called in the movie. I didn't even know that. In other ways, of course, it's very different. Unlike the release version, the beta has dynamic cutscenes inspired by contemporary comic art. And very bad dialogue. Where is she? Goofy as they are, the original cinematics actually give us a bit more info about what's going on, like how Batman ended up in Stage 1 to begin with, so I'll be showing them off. Okay, back to the main game. On the surface, Batman is a lot like Ninja Gaiden, which was released the year before. The plot is insane, the enemies are relentless, and everything on Earth wants you dead. No birds though, thank God. Let's explore our arsenal. The Batarang, best weapon in the game because it can hit enemies more than once. We've got a spear gun which fires rocket spears. And the Dirk. Seriously, that's what it's called, I don't know why. It's a disc thrower and it sucks. It chews through our energy and doesn't do much damage to enemies. Which leads us to why this game is so difficult. Every weapon uses energy, which you gather by picking up pellets. The thing is, unless you manage your inventory, you'll use up all your energy and you'll get stuck fighting enemies at close range, which is a recipe for disaster, because they can stun lock you and you get caught and they hit you again and it's a nightmare. You absolutely need your ranged weapons, particularly to deal with bosses. And if you run out of energy on a boss stage, you're basically fucked. Did I mention that this game doesn't have any kind of save system? And it doesn't have one-ups? The beta did. I guess Sunsoft figured that was too kind. Oh god, it's an enforcer! You could hide behind the pillar and avoid his shots, but a Batarang will stun lock him. This is KG Beast from the comics, and there he goes. He despawns if you manage to dodge him, but if he hits you, he'll chase you until the end of the stage. Boss 1, Killer Moth. Please disregard the fact that he behaves more like Firefly. Our strategy is pretty simple. When he swoops at you, hit him with batarangs. If all goes well, you'll never have to leave this spot. I said if all goes well, you'll never have to leave this spot. Of course, he decided to be a dick this time around, so we have to go into harm's way. Fortunately, our health will get refilled at the beginning of the next stage. And that's stage 1 down. But before we go, let's see how the beta wraps things up. Batman, as portrayed by David Hayter. Next time, the Axis Chemical Factory. See ya.